The Dead Sea Scrolls suddenly put this huge pile of texts in front of us. It was like a feast. We had a whole trove of literature that we never suspected existed.
What if certain discoveries weren't meant to be uncovered? Some findings hold the power to rewrite history, unearth hidden truths, or open doors to mysteries that send chills down your spine. They remind us of how much lies beyond our grasp, stirring fear and fascination in equal measure. What could these discoveries mean for us? And why might this one in particular have been better left untouched? Let's dive into the unsettling truth. Number 10, a chilling discovery. In the heart of Africa, amidst the rugged landscape where miners toil each day, an astonishing and eerie discovery was made. Buried beneath layers of rock and soil lay a massive circular drilling machine, unlike anything seen before. Its enormous size and intricate design, complete with menacing spikes, left experts stunned. The sheer scale of this ancient tool challenges everything we thought we knew about early human capabilities. Its advanced engineering suggests that ancient civilizations might have possessed knowledge and skills far beyond what modern history has recorded. Was this machine built by humans? Or does its origin hint at something even more mysterious? While scholars and conspiracy theorists debate its purpose and provenance, one thing is certain. This chilling find raises far more questions than answers. Furthermore, archaeologists have also discovered distinctive stone tools at a site in southwestern Kenya that may be up to 3 million years old, making them the oldest of their kind. Even more surprising, the tools were found alongside fossils from the hominin Paranthropus, which is not an ancestor of modern humans. The discoveries reinforce theories that hominins outside our own Homo genus also use stone tools. They also push back the earliest date for Oldowan technology, a tradition of tool-making in Eastern Africa dating to the early Paleolithic, by hundreds of thousands of years. And it's just the beginning. Let's move on to another discovery that's equally awe-inspiring. Number 9, the largest dinosaur footprint. Along the remote coastline of Western Australia, a discovery of epic proportions was uncovered. Literally. The largest known dinosaur footprints, including one measuring an astonishing 1.7 meters, were found etched into the sandstone of the Kimberley shoreline. These tracks belong to enormous herbivores, their size dwarfing the largest footprint previously recorded, a 106-centimeter track found in Mongolia. This extraordinary site, visible only at low tide, revealed a treasure trove of fossilized footprints from about 21 different types of dinosaurs. It's the most diverse collection of dinosaur tracks ever found, showcasing a bustling prehistoric world frozen in time. Professor Steve Salisbury, a paleontologist at the University of Queensland, led the team responsible for this groundbreaking discovery. The giant footprints are absolutely spectacular, Salisbury shared, emphasizing the unparalleled size of the largest track. He explained that these immense prints were left by sauropods, the long-necked herbivores that once roamed Earth's ancient landscapes. The Dampier Peninsula, where these tracks were found, proved to be the perfect place for their creation and preservation. Over 5 years of meticulous research, Salisbury and his team documented these incredible relics of the past. He remarked, "This is the most diverse dinosaur track fauna ever recorded. If we could travel back 130 million years, we'd see a coastline alive with different species of dinosaurs moving across the land. It must have been an incredible sight." These ancient footprints provide a glimpse into a lost world, one that existed long before humans walked the earth. Number 8, Megalodon tooth. Beneath the surface of the Pacific, a discovery has reignited fascination with one of the most fearsome predators in Earth's history. A massive megalodon tooth, gleaming gold and measuring an imposing 2.7 inches, was unearthed more than 10,000 feet below the waves near Johnston Atoll. This remote area, nestled in the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument, lies some 800 miles south of Hawaii. What makes this find so extraordinary is that it marks the first time a megalodon tooth has been observed and sampled directly in its original resting place, deep within the ocean. Typically, fossils like these are dredged up using nets, leaving researchers without critical context about their precise location. This tooth's discovery, however, offers an unspoiled glimpse into its ancient past. The Ocean Exploration Trust, the organization behind the mission, highlighted the rarity of finding such fossils in the deep sea, an area that remains largely unexplored. Megalodon, the largest shark ever to roam the oceans, was a prehistoric titan. These apex predators, which dominated marine ecosystems from 20 million to about 3.6 million years ago, could grow to lengths of 49 to possibly 65 feet. Their 276 razor-sharp teeth made them unmatched hunters. Although megalodon teeth are relatively common fossils, most are found along shorelines or riverbeds. A deep-sea discovery like this is virtually unheard of. In June 2022, researchers aboard the Nautilus exploration vessel deployed a remotely operated vehicle, Hercules, to explore the Johnston Atoll's geology and biology. While combing through samples collected from the seabed, scientists at the University of Rhode Island uncovered the tooth. Its origins were soon confirmed by Dave Ebert, a shark expert from California's Moss Landing Marine Laboratories, as belonging to a megalodon. Number 7. Gunung Padang. In the lush hills of Cianjur, West Java, stands a mysterious structure that has baffled archaeologists and geologists for decades. Gunung Padang is not just another ancient site. It might hold the title of the oldest pyramid in the world, possibly dating back to the Ice Age. Archaeologist Lutfi Yandri from Bandung's Bureau of Archaeology estimates the structures could have been constructed between the 2nd and 5th centuries CE, aligning with Indonesia's late prehistoric period. Others, like Harry Truman Simon Juntak, propose a later date suggesting the 6th to 8th century CE. Adding to the mystery, pottery fragments found here date between 45 BCE and 22 CE. But its Indonesian geologist Danny Hilman Natawajajas claims that truly shake conventional history. He asserts that Gunung Padang could be a colossal pyramid built between 9,000 and 20,000 years ago, hinting at the existence of an advanced civilization long before recorded history. The story of Gunung Padang first emerged in the late 19th century, documented by Dutch historian Rogier Verbeek. He described the site as a series of 4 terraces connected by stone steps, each paved with rough andesite stones and adorned with sharp, upright columns. Atop each terrace stood a small mound, possibly a grave, surrounded by stones and topped with 2 pointed monoliths. For decades, this enigmatic site faded into obscurity until 1979, when local farmers stumbled upon its ruins, reigniting global interest. Whether an Ice Age marvel or a product of later civilizations, Gunung Padang challenges our understanding of the ancient world. Number 6. The Kokno Stone. What if an ancient stone buried beneath the ground for decades held the key to unlocking mysteries from a time long forgotten? In the heart of Glasgow, Scotland, such a stone was hidden away for years. Its secrets, once thought lost, were waiting to be uncovered. The Kokno Stone, a massive slab measuring 43 feet by 26 feet, is covered in strange, intricate cup and ring marks, geometric carvings that have baffled archaeologists and historians for centuries. These markings, made thousands of years ago, have sparked endless debate about their meaning and purpose. Though similar carvings have been found at ancient sites across the globe, the Kokno Stone is regarded as one of the finest examples of prehistoric art in Europe. The story of this mysterious stone began in the late 1800s when it was first documented by James Harvey, John Bruce, and William Donnelly. Over time, the site became a local attraction. In 1937, historian Ludovic McClellan Mann went so far as to paint the surface with vibrant colors, highlighting the carvings and adding his own interpretations of ancient myths. However, as more visitors flocked to the site, vandalism began to take its toll. Names, initials, and dates were scratched into the stone, and the area began to fall victim to the encroaching city. By 1965, in a desperate attempt to protect it, the Kokno Stone was buried, hidden from the world. But that wasn't the end. In 2016, a groundbreaking effort between Glasgow University, Factum Arte, and the local community unearthed the stone once more. For 10 days, experts carefully recorded its surface using laser scanning and photogrammetry, revealing its ancient carvings in the stunning detail. This remarkable discovery reignited memories for locals who had once played on the stone as children. Number 5. The Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is one of the most mysterious and chilling artifacts in history. This ancient linen cloth bears the haunting image of a man who seems to have suffered a brutal crucifixion, sparking debates for centuries. Many believe the shroud is the actual burial cloth of Jesus Christ, with the image miraculously imprinted on it. But the true story of this relic is far from simple. First appearing in historical records in the mid-14th century, the shroud's origins are shrouded in uncertainty. It surfaced in the village of Lirey, France, around 1353, and was owned by a French knight, Geoffroy de Charny, who died at the Battle of Poitiers in 1356. However, controversy soon followed. In 1390, Pierre d'Arcy, the Bishop of Troyes, accused the shroud of being a forgery and even named the artist he claimed created it. Despite this, the cloth would become a focus of religious devotion, as many still believed it to be the genuine burial cloth of Christ. Through the centuries, the shroud has been damaged and repaired numerous times. In 1694, repairs were carried out by Sebastian Valfray, and more fixes were made in 1868 by Princess Maria Clotilde of Savoy. The shroud remained in the possession of the House of Savoy until 1983, when it was bequeathed to the Vatican according to the will of King Umberto II of Italy. In 1898, the shroud was first photographed, and that's when something extraordinary happened. The image on the cloth appeared far clearer through the lens than anyone could have imagined. But that was just the beginning of the mystery. In 1997, a fire nearly destroyed the shroud, raising fears that centuries of history might be lost forever. Yet in 2002, the Vatican ordered the restoration of the cloth, removing patches and revealing new details, including a faint image of the body on the back of the shroud discovered in 2004. Number 4. Baltic Sea Anomaly. In the summer of 2011, a team of Swedish divers set out on a routine dive to explore shipwrecks and recover treasures from the ocean floor. Exhausted after 9 days of diving, they made one last sonar sweep before heading home. What they found, however, was nothing short of extraordinary. Team leader Peter Lindbergh described it as strange stair formations, an anomaly that suggested a structure tens of thousands of years old, possibly predating the Ice Age. The sonar image captured by Ocean X showed a bizarre circular shape with unnatural features, sparking speculation about its origins. Was it an ancient human structure, a crashed UFO, or maybe even the remnants of the lost city of Atlantis? While Lindbergh was quick to entertain the possibility of something man-made, he also left room for other theories, like the idea that it could be a meteorite or a natural formation. However, the discovery has been met with skepticism. Experts like Hanuman Singh from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution argue that the sonar data is unreliable, riddled with distortions that make it nearly impossible to draw any conclusions. Some even claim the image was manipulated by tabloid newspapers, with the Millennium Falcon outline being added to the sonar data to sensationalize the find. Despite the controversy and doubts, one thing is clear: the Baltic Sea anomaly remains a profound mystery. Is it an ancient relic of a forgotten civilization, or is it something even stranger? Whatever it is, it continues to fuel theories about what lies beneath the ocean's depths. Number 3. The Dead Sea Scrolls. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, an incredible discovery unfolded near the shores of the Dead Sea. Hidden for over 2 millennia in the remote caves of Khirbet Qumran, a collection of ancient manuscripts was unearthed, forever changing our understanding of history. These documents, known as the Dead Sea Scrolls, are roughly 2,000 years old, dating back to the 3rd century BCE to the 1st century CE. What's most astonishing? They weren't just ordinary texts. They were fragments of some of the oldest known scriptures in the world. The scrolls were mostly written in Hebrew, with some in Aramaic and Greek. What remained of these ancient writings was fragile and incomplete, but scholars painstakingly pieced together nearly 950 manuscripts. These texts were categorized into 3 main groups: biblical, apocryphal, and sectarian. The biblical manuscripts alone were groundbreaking, containing some of the earliest known copies of Hebrew Bible books, offering fresh insight into religious history. The apocryphal manuscripts revealed hidden works, some previously known only in translation, and others that had never been seen before. The story of the scrolls began in 1947 when a Bedouin shepherd stumbled upon the first of these texts. After their discovery, the scrolls were quickly sold, some winding up in the hands of archaeologist E.L. Sukenik and the Syrian Orthodox Church. But the real drama unfolded in the years that followed. In 1948, one of the scrolls was smuggled to the United States, and it wasn't until 1954 that Sukenik's son, Yigael Yadin, managed to bring more of the collection back to Israel. The Dead Sea Scrolls have left us with an invaluable treasure, fragile, fragmented pieces of ancient history that continue to spark discoveries. Number 2, Göbekli Tepe. Göbekli Tepe, often called the world's oldest known temple, dates back to an era long before the rise of civilization as we understand it. Discovered by German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt in the 1990s, the site's significance was immediately clear. This was no ordinary structure. What lay beneath the earth was something far more ancient, far more mysterious. Göbekli Tepe is a sanctuary built by nomadic hunter-gatherers long before permanent settlements took root. These early humans, who roamed the land in search of food, came together at this high-altitude mountaintop to build what can only be described as a colossal spiritual center. But here's the twist. There is no sign of agriculture or permanent settlement. In fact, the very idea that such a complex was constructed before humans even had farms is enough to shake the foundations of archaeology. Was agriculture a result of this temple's existence, or did it emerge only after? This is the riddle that scholars have yet to answer. The temple itself is stunning. The circular structures, some as large as 30 meters in diameter, were built using massive T-shaped limestone pillars, arranged in intricate patterns within walls of unworked stone. To date, 4 of these monumental circles have been uncovered, but surveys suggest there could be as many as 16 more waiting beneath the surface. In the center of each circle, towering pillars stand like silent sentinels, and many are adorned with strange carvings. Animals like lions, boars, gazelles, and even snakes and vultures. These creatures, though lifelike, are not simply decoration. They are symbols, perhaps sacred, linking the site to the spiritual beliefs of those who built it. What makes Göbekli Tepe even more intriguing is the lack of human figures. There are, however, some carved arms on the pillars, leading Schmidt to suggest these may represent deities or stylized humans, figures who once watched over the temple. Number 1, a sea dragon. In the quiet Midlands of England, something incredible was about to shake the world of paleontology. A routine task, something as simple as draining a lagoon island, unleashed an extraordinary discovery that would stun scientists and the public alike. Hidden beneath the earth for more than 180 million years, an enormous sea creature, known as an ichthyosaur, was uncovered at the Rutland Water Reservoir. This wasn't just any fossil. It was the largest, most complete ichthyosaur ever found in the UK, and one of the greatest paleontological discoveries in British history. The discovery was made by Joe Davis, a member of the Leicestershire and Rutland Wildlife Trust, in February 2021. As he stood in the muddy lagoon, he likely had no idea what he had just uncovered. What he found was a prehistoric sea dragon, a creature so massive it left experts stunned. The fossilized remains measured an astonishing 10 meters in length, with a skull that weighed nearly a ton. Imagine standing before something so colossal, so ancient, and knowing that you've just found something that will rewrite history. Ichthyosaurs, often called sea dragons for their massive teeth and large staring eyes, first appeared around 250 million years ago. These marine reptiles, which resembled giant dolphins, roamed the seas for millions of years, before they went extinct around 90 million years ago. Despite decades of fossil discoveries, none have compared to this one. Dean Lomax, a paleontologist who specializes in the species, called the find unprecedented. Even though many ichthyosaur fossils had been discovered in Britain, this particular skeleton was the largest and most complete ever found, making it a true treasure. The fossil was carefully excavated over 2 months in the summer of 2021 by a team of expert paleontologists from around the country. In the 1970s, smaller and incomplete ichthyosaur remains were found in the area during the construction of the Rutland Water Reservoir. But this was a game changer. From the moment the first pieces were exposed, it was clear this was no ordinary find. Mark Evans, a paleontologist who has studied the Jurassic fossils of Rutland for over 20 years, recalled the moment he saw the fossil for the first time. It was immediately obvious that this was the largest ichthyosaur we'd ever seen in the region. And as we dug deeper, we realized just how complete it was, right to the tip of its tail. The operation to uncover the fossil was nothing short of a challenge. Nigel Larkin, a paleontological conservator, described the difficulty of lifting and transporting such a fragile yet invaluable specimen. But the team worked tirelessly, determined to protect and preserve this incredible find. Their efforts paid off as the sea dragon was carefully removed from its ancient resting place. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.